I often hesitate when I get asked what I do for a living. And it's not because I'm a spy. No, I do not work in the oldest profession. And I promise what I do is totally legal. I often respond by saying that I'm a health consultant. Other times I say I provide scalp treatments. And when the opportunity arises, I introduce myself as an entrepreneur. Now, all of these are true, but they aren't the full story. Before I begin to tell you what I do exactly, I'd like to tell you how I came to be in this room. Almost a decade ago, I immigrated to the United States from Ecuador with my young daughter. I set 2 long-term goals for myself upon arriving in the Big Apple: to one day be my own boss and to have a flexible schedule so I could spend more time with my daughter. Despite having a college education and 10 years of experience in the insurance industry in Ecuador, neither of these things happened overnight. I started off by taking English classes and working many entry-level jobs, sometimes at the same time, all while juggling the challenges of raising a daughter by myself. One of those entry-level jobs was for a lice removal company. Believe it or not, I was not immediately in love with the idea of removing lice. However, it was a good fit for me at the time because the company handled setting up all of the appointments, the hours were flexible, and I enjoyed meeting and helping so many diverse people in their homes and schools across New York City. I have told this story several times before, and so I know from experience that this is where I start to lose my audience. So, I'd like to talk about some myths about head lice and hope that you can all learn some facts during my LiceBreaker. Okay, so raise your hand if you think the following statements are true. Number 1, pets spread head lice. Raise your hand if you think that's true. Number 2, head lice carry diseases. Raise your hand if you think that's true. Okay. And number 3, head lice can jump from person to person. Okay, thank you. None of these things are actually true, so your hands should have been down the entire time. Animals are not known to carry or transmit head lice. Head lice do not transmit any diseases, and head lice can only be transmitted through head-to-head contact. So I hope that puts you more at ease. Once I learned the fact about lice, I was determined to grab life by the antenna, and I traveled to the Shepherd Institute in Florida to receive training and certification that will allow me to launch my own business. When I returned to New York, I was ready to start my own business. I named my company Larger Than Lice. After seeing how upset or afraid parents, children, and schools were over something so small and harmless, and when there are more important things in life to worry about. And now that I'm starting other new businesses, Larger Than Lice has become a personal motto as well, because not only are my clients larger than lice, I am too. Thank you for listening to me. Sorry, listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you.